The last 100 articles published in Nature Geoscience. 1. Increased interglacial atmospheric CO2 levels followed the mid-Pleistocene transition. 2. Tropical tree growth driven by dry season climate variability. 3. Asymmetry in the seasonal cycle of Antarctic sea ice driven by insolation. 4. Millennial and centennial CO2 release from the Southern Ocean during the last deglaciation. 5. Slab-derived devolatilization fluids oxidized by subducted metasedimentary rocks. 6. Drought self-propagation in drylands due to land-atmosphere feedbacks. 7. Estimating pi using geoscience. 8. Up in the aerosol. 9. Confronting the water potential information gap. 10. Earth's great oxidation event facilitated by the rise of sedimentary phosphorus recycling. 11. Instability of the African large low shear wave velocity province due to its low intrinsic density. 12. Surface characteristics of the Zhurong Mars rover traverse at Utopia Planitia. 13. Plate tectonic chain reaction revealed by noise in the Cretaceous quiet zone. 14. Tributary channel networks formed by depositional processes. 15. Equal abundance of summertime natural and wintertime anthropogenic Arctic organic aerosols. 16. An initial map of fine-scale heterogeneity in the Earth's inner core. 17. Dominant role of mineral dust in cirrus cloud formation revealed by global-scale measurements. 18. Accrual of widespread rock damage from the 2019 Ridgecrest earthquakes. 19. Emergence of felsic crust and subaerial weathering recorded in Paleoarchean barite. 20. Decline in bulk deposition of air pollutants in China lags behind reductions in emissions. 21. Reply to Atlantic circulation change still uncertain. 22. Atlantic circulation change still uncertain. 23. Sulfur emissions from consumption by developed and developing countries produce comparable climate impacts. 24. Methane hydrate dissociation across the Oligocene-Miocene boundary. 25. Breaking subduction's fourth wall. 26. Missed conference connections. 27. Managing nitrogen legacies to accelerate water quality improvement. 28. Pyrogenic carbon decomposition critical to resolving fire's role in the Earth system. 29. Stress transition from horizontal to vertical forces during subduction initiation. 30. El Niño, southern oscillation inhibited by submesoscale ocean eddies. 31. A nitrogen-rich atmosphere on ancient Mars consistent with isotopic evolution models. 32. Ice velocity and thickness of the world's glaciers. 33. Top-down control on water subduction.
34. Global mapping reveals increase in lacustrine algal blooms over the past decade. 35. Upper plate controls on subduction zone geometry, hydration and earthquake behavior. 36. Impact of warmer climate periods on flood hazard in the European Alps. 37. Stress, rigidity and sediment strength control megathrust earthquake and tsunami dynamics. 38. Earth's missing argon paradox resolved by recycling of oceanic crust. 39. Rapid glacier retreat rates observed in West Antarctica. 40. Questioning high nitrogen fixation rate measurements in the Southern Ocean. 41. Reply to questioning high nitrogen fixation rate measurements in the Southern Ocean. 42. Complexities of coastal resilience. 43. Lunar compositional asymmetry explained by mantle overturn following the South Pole Aitken impact. 44. Internal structure of ultralow velocity zones consistent with origin from a basal magma ocean. 45. Jurassic greenhouse ice sheet fluctuations sensitive to atmospheric CO2 dynamics. 46. Poleward expansion of tropical cyclone latitudes in warming climates. 47. Publisher correction. Machine learning in earth and environmental science requires education and research policy reforms. 48. Scientists from historically excluded groups face a hostile obstacle course. 49. Stormier mid-Holocene southwest Indian Ocean due to poleward trending tropical cyclones. 50. Influence of biogenic emissions from boreal forests on aerosol cloud interactions. 51. Fire effects on the persistence of soil organic matter and long-term carbon storage. 52. Dynamics of the abrupt change in Pacific plate motion around 50 million years ago. 53. Author correction. An unshakable carbon budget for the Himalaya. 54. Tsunami size variability with rupture depth. 55. Methane matters. 56. Development of ice shelf estuaries promotes fractures and calving. 57. A salty deep ocean as a prerequisite for glacial termination. 58. Decolonizing geoscience requires more than equity and inclusion. 59. Machine learning in earth and environmental science requires education and research policy reforms. 60. Biochar in climate change mitigation. 61. Late Ordovician climate change and extinctions driven by elevated volcanic nutrient supply. 62. The barriers of Venice. 63. Deformation controlled long-period seismicity in low-cohesion volcanic sediments. 64. Interglacial Antarctic Southern Ocean climate decoupling due to moisture source area shifts. 65. Regulation of ionospheric plasma velocities by thermospheric winds. 66. Marsh resilience to sea level rise reduced by storm surge barriers in the Venice Lagoon. 67. Great Plains storm intensity since the last glacial controlled by spring surface warming. 68. Penultimate deglaciation Asian monsoon response to North Atlantic circulation collapse. 69. Author correction. Attribution of global lake systems change to anthropogenic forcing. 70. A poorly mixed mantle transition zone and its thermal state inferred from seismic waves. 71. Abrupt climate progress. 72. Sulfur evaporation in planetesimals. 73. Sulfur isotopic signature of Earth established by planetesimal volatile evaporation. 74. Nitrogen isotopic constraints on nutrient transport to the upper ocean. 75. Persistent orbital influence on millennial climate variability through the Pleistocene. 76. Vertical decoupling in late Ordovician anoxia due to reorganization of ocean circulation. 77. Direct astronomical influence on abrupt climate variability. 78. Carbon fate in lowland rivers. 79. Fluvial organic carbon cycling regulated by sediment transit time and mineral protection. 80. End Permian marine extinction due to temperature-driven nutrient recycling and eugenia. 81. Recent strengthening of snow and ice albedo feedback driven by Antarctic sea ice loss. 82. Amplified warming of extreme temperatures over tropical land. 83. Delayed and variable late Archean atmospheric oxidation due to high collision rates on Earth. 84. Attribution of global lake systems change to anthropogenic forcing. 85. Scaling through ocean carbon. 86. Winter isn't what it used to be. 87. Delving into deep time. 88. Minimizing trade-offs for sustainable irrigation. 89. Decreasing subseasonal temperature variability in the northern extratropics attributed to human influence. 90. Explosive or effusive style of volcanic eruption determined by magma storage conditions. 91. Shutdown of Southern Ocean convection controls long-term greenhouse gas-induced warming. 92. Sinking enhances the degradation of organic particles by marine bacteria. 93. Rapid and sensitive response of Greenland's groundwater system to ice sheet change. 94. Author correction. Rivers as the largest source of mercury to coastal oceans worldwide. 95. An unshakable carbon budget for the Himalaya. 96. Number 182W evidence for early moon formation. 97. Reply to Number 182W evidence for early moon formation. 98. Sensitivity of Holocene East Antarctic productivity to subdecadal variability set by sea ice. 99. Abrupt Common Era hydroclimate shifts drive west Greenland ice cap change. 100. Crafting cover letters.